I'm a year 13 student studying maths, further maths and physics at A levels in the UK. And in the next 3 weeks, I'm going to go through one of the most restrictive, hardest revision timetables you've probably ever seen on YouTube. And I'm going to explain exactly why through a story. I go to a grammar school in the UK, which is basically like a school for smarter people. I'm not saying that anyone else that don't go to a grammar school aren't smart. It's just like, it's like a school with just neeks. I'm a neek as well. But I was talking to one of my mates, and we have mocks, like A-level mocks, in about 2 weeks in January. And we decided to have a competition between us. What we were going to do is, we were going to add up all of our scores for maths, further maths and physics together. And whoever got the lowest had to do a forfeit. So we were going to decide the forfeit, and we all like voted and everything. And it was between public or a buzz cut. Now, I don't really want to be, like, no one really wanted to be arrested for public if they lost the challenge. So we all decided on a buzz cut. Now, I don't really want to lose my hair because I've been kind of like growing it out. I know it looks a bit bad now, but I've been trying to grow it out. But I realized that I wanted to lock in and win. I didn't want to lose this competition because the people competing in this are pretty smart, and I don't want to lose my hair. So I decided that I have holidays. I have like 2 weeks off school. I may as well just lock in. I really wanted to see if I could push myself when it came to revision. It wasn't really about like the forfeit. I'm going to be completely honest. I just genuinely just wanted to see how long I could work for. Because if you've seen my videos in the past, you've probably seen me speak quite bad about people who revise a lot of time for exams, because this is what I used to do in like GCSEs. I used to revise so much, but it used to be so like inefficient. But in these 2 weeks, I just wanted to see how much I could push myself. How long can I actually revise, and like where my boundary is. In a weird way, I kind of want to burn out just to see where like my limit is. So without further ado, I want to go on to my revision timetable for these 2 weeks. It starts off with me waking up at 3:30 a.m. I'm not going to be sleep deprived or anything, so I'm going to go to bed at 7:30 p.m. That's insanely early for me. I normally go to sleep at around like 10:30ish. So I'm going to go to sleep at 7:30 p.m. and wake up at 3:30 a.m. I then take about half an hour to like shower, get ready, maybe have like a protein shake, go downstairs, have like a coffee and everything. And then I come back upstairs, and at 4 a.m. I start like my work mode. Now, I don't actually do like a deep work session for 5 hours, but I'm in that like work mode for the next 5 hours. So this doesn't mean that I'm just doing practice papers for the next 5 hours. It just means that I'm without any other distractions. I'm just in that like sort of work mode, if I'm gonna call it that. Yeah, work mode is the best way to describe it, where I'm just like kind of thinking about work. I'm doing stuff like revision related for the next 5 hours to about 9 a.m. So at 9 a.m. I then get on my like gym stuff, and then I run to the gym, and I go to the gym and hit the sauna as well, and the steam room and everything, for about 2.5 hours to about 11:30 a.m. And then from 11:30 a.m. to about 2 p.m. I then relax and then eat as well. I just relax, consume some content, just go on my phone for a bit. And then from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., which is 3 hours, I then in another work mode session. So I'm not doing 3 hours straight of work. I'm just in that sort of like environment where I'm just like doing past papers, maybe taking like a 5-minute break, but I'm not going on my phone. I'm in that like work environment. I'm not leaving this room for any reason. After 3 hours, it's 5 p.m. and then I go and hit the gym for the second time in a day. My plan is for these 2 weeks is to hit the gym twice a day. Now, I'm not going to be doing like bodybuilding stuff twice a day, but I really do want to work out twice a day. Now, a lot of people, if you know who I like, if you know like my fitness stuff, you know that I kind of try to go to the gym like every single day, and a lot of people call that overtraining. And I'm basically gonna do double of that by going twice a day. And of course, like maybe it is a little bit of overtraining, but I'm not really gonna be doing anything heavy the second session. Maybe I'm gonna go do some like cardio. I'm on like a mini cart these 2 weeks, so I'm bulking right now. but just to cut off like excess fat, I'm just gonna do a bit more cardio, get a bit more shredded. But it's not really about like the actual impact this will make on my health. It's more about the discipline. So if I do go twice a day, it just, that sort of like discipline just is gonna leak into my other parts of my life. So I'm gonna go for the second session in the day. I'm gonna go hit the gym again for about 2 hours, come back at about not even 2 hours, like an hour, and I'm gonna come back at about 6 o'clock ish. For the next half an hour, from 6 to 6:30, I'm going to just plan my next day. I'm gonna like track my performance and everything. Maybe like hop on a Discord call or something, and then from 6:30 to about 7, I meditate. So I meditate for focus. I try to do that every single day. And then from 7 o'clock to 7:30, I just do my night routine, go take a shower, and then sleep. Now, that is a very, very, very restrictive timetable. I know that is. Like, I'm not expecting to follow this in perfectly every single day. But again, like, my philosophy is that when you aim for the stars, you're going to land on the moon. Like, if I try and even fulfill like 60% of this day, this will be better than anything I've ever done before. This will be more productive than anything I've ever done in my life. And I've never really like actually stuck on to a routine for this long, like this rigorous at least. So I just want to see where my boundaries are. The next section, I'm just going to go on over like some rules I'm going to set in place that's going to help me achieve this basically. Number one is I'm not going to consume social media in the morning or in near my work session. So I actually have an app on my phone called Refocus, and what this does is it basically just like blocks the main apps that take away my attention. So this is like Instagram, YouTube, and recently it's been WhatsApp. I'm not addicted to WhatsApp. It's a long story, but like once I've identified that these 3 apps really take a lot of my time, especially like screen wise, I can use this app just to block those apps for a particular amount of time. So for example, I've noticed for me, I always, if I were to scroll on like Instagram or something, it will always happen in the morning, like as soon as I get up. I don't really know why it's always been like that. But yeah, like if I set a timer to like block those apps as soon as I get up, so like 3:30 to about 9 a.m, I'm significantly less likely to scroll, because I'm not gonna go open up Instagram on my laptop and then scroll on there, or at least I don't think I will, because it's just like out of habit that I just like open up Instagram and then start scrolling. It's not like I'm not intentionally thinking, oh yeah, like let me go waste like 3 hours on Instagram. But yeah, that one thing, like setting timers on my phone, is through the Refocus app, just to like just to prevent myself wasting time on social media. The second thing is diet. So I'm gonna go full like keto, like no carbs throughout these two weeks. The reason isn't really to do with health benefits. It's more to do with like when I eat carbs, especially me, when I eat like rice or like the classical like Asian or Indian diet, I always get so much brain fog. Like I literally can't concentrate on anything if I eat a lot of carbs. So if I just cut that out for the next 2 weeks, my hypothesis is that I'll just be more focused, and that will help me fulfill my routine even better. So yeah, like for the next 2 weeks, I'm gonna go full ketosis, no carbs, and I'm gonna eat about 2,000 calories a day, and I'm only gonna eat once, because I feel like A, eating just takes a lot of time for me, and B, when I eat once a day, like I have less brain fog. Third main tip that I'm gonna try and implement myself is I just want to set a particular amount of time to scroll on like Instagram or YouTube. A lot of people forget about this, but like I think when I was watching like self-improvement YouTubers online and stuff, a lot of people like critique like the 1 hour of video games or 1 hour of like content consumption. And I've tried that. I've tried like cutting out everything, but that doesn't really work. When you completely cut out all bad habits, it's really, really hard to just function. Like you're always thinking about that. And what I've tried with this routine is that in the afternoons, like after I come back from the gym, from 11:30 to about 2, I'm giving myself like a dedicated period of time so I can just like waste time. And that may sound counterproductive, but in my head, like that serves a certain like itch I have mentally. So that would just help me make this routine more sustainable. Again, I want to emphasize that I'm not recommending this to anyone. I'm not recommending like you follow such a rigorous routine. The reason I'm making this video is just because around like 1 to 2 years ago, I was watching videos like this by people like Udoka Fintelman, who said they studied massive amounts of times for an exam, and that kind of inspired me to work harder. So hopefully this video will inspire you to work harder. And also, like, having like a fun kind of challenge, like where the loser buzzes his hair, is a really, really good way to it just motivates you, innit? It just makes it more fun to do revision. Because I'm gonna be completely honest, like, revision isn't always fun. I'm like, as much as I like the subjects I take, I don't always enjoy them. I don't always enjoy like physics, maths, or further maths. So having this like fun side to it really helps me work harder for it. But that's basically it. I just wanted to make this video to publicly announce that I'm going on this like rigorous timetable, so it sort of serves as like this public accountability, and hopefully this has inspired you to work harder. Follow me on Instagram at shamalam.7. Another thing is the name of this channel is actually changing to Shamir, my first name, just because like this one time I was on my computer and I searched up my own channel's name, and when I was logged into my own account, it didn't even come up. Like my own channel didn't come up. It was just this like random Indian movie director that came up, and I was like, bro, I have 3,000 subscribers. How am I not the first YouTube channel? How's my channel not even showing up? You know what I mean? So like, I then like logged on to other people's accounts and I searched up my channel's name, Shamalam, and like the result just didn't come up. So I decided that because it's like similar to another person's name, I'm just changing it to my first name. And also like Shamalam, it kind of sounds like goofy. I'm gonna be real. So like, if you stayed on this channel throughout the time it's been called Shamalam, you're an OG. I'm gonna release the deep work video, so the full guide to deep work, on the 29th of December 2024. Keep your notifications open from that one. Like this video, share it to someone who needs motivation to work harder, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.